What's up, guys? Nas here, and I am coming at y'all with a new reaction type video, but this isn't a reaction to any like video specific. This is actually another patch notes reaction, something I have not been doing as much, but since I'm covering the Multiversus so heavily right now and playing it so much, I figured when they would come out with patch note updates, I will incorporate these into my style of reactions, just like with the reaction to their announcements, to gameplay and stuff, and character reveals and stuff. But yeah, this is the patch notes for season 1, which this was posted on the 14th, but I'm watching this on the 15th because it is currently 5 in the morning, and just to prove it, it's 5:37 in the morning over here. My homie told me that they put the patch notes out, but when I saw it, it was late as hell. It was like probably like 1 in the morning, and I was already tired, so I went to sleep. And then I just randomly woke up at 5, and then I saw he put out a video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's my homie JD, and I was like, oh damn, like the patch notes are out for real, for real. Like I saw he put like a screenshot from it about one of the characters he fucked with, but I was just like my brain mentally couldn't process that. Yeah, the patch notes are out now, so I should hop on there and do my due diligence and look at them. But yeah, let me shut up. It's mad early, so if the commentary is a little bit different, I'm blaming it on me. Not being sleep deprived, because for once I actually got sleep, but I'm blaming it on me just being not all the way there. But okay. So more will be coming on the 23rd, and today is the 15th. So we got what, 5? Bro, I literally just did the math in my head for how many more days, and you know what? We're not doing that right now. He will be our first Plumbus wielding character. Wait, so we can't use the Plumbus? 5 out of 10 character already. The patch will come in 2 parts. The first part will be on August 15th. I was about to say April 15th. On August 15th, and the second will be coming shortly afterwards, hopefully in the next few days. So, first part of this patch is coming out now, which is crazy that they just released this yesterday, and they were like, yeah, patch notes, patch comes out tomorrow, and so not every change, but most will be available in the August 15th patch. So now. So I'm going over the patch notes in their entirety too. So if I remember to do this properly, because I'm ranting this early in the morning, so I can get this out to y'all by at the bare minimum 3 o'clock like normal when I normally put out my videos. If I remember, I will try to section the video in time codes. If I can't, I'll look into learning how to do that for future reference, because that's an actual useful thing, so people can skip to the specific characters and stuff they want. But the new free character rotation from the 15th to the 30th is Arya, Batman, LeBron, and Steven, which I've been wanting to play Batman. I just always forget to buy him because I was trying other people. LeBron to Steven to Arya was just a character that I never tried. The meta system. Free rotation characters now have an icon in character select to identify them. Okay, that's good to know. Battle Pass XP match rewards increased to 10 for wins and 5 for losses, up from 5 for wins and 3 for losses. That's good, because the battle XP used to feel like it didn't give you shit. Disable class-based battle pass missions for other than tanks. So they disabled the battle pass missions for other than tanks. Okay, because yeah, that was the one that took me the longest. It was like, I forgot what class Shaggy is, but it was used basically that class, and I was in like relatively higher ranks than when I first started, so I was over here trying to use Shaggy against annoying ass characters, and it was pissing me off. Developer notes: since people might not have access to fighters in specific classes other than tank, thanks to Wonder Woman, we felt like relying on rerolls was not a reliable enough method to work around those missions. That's a good a bit of insight to have, because yeah, you would hope that people would be diverse and pick different characters, but some people might not be like how I am and some of the other people are. They might not be going, I wonder how this person plays. I'm gonna go buy this character with the in-game currency and see, I can understand that. So locking them behind certain missions would be a harder thing to do. Because Wonder Woman, I'm pretty sure is a free character all around, so that makes sense as to why, you know, they would at bare minimum have her. Lower the requirements for a number of season missions. Ring out a player from top of the map 50 times. It was previously 75. Ring out a player from the side of the map 50 times. 75. Ring out a player for the bottom of the map 75. And then get 50 assists. It was previously 1. Damn, that was a lot. The rest of these were 25 increments, but this was a over, what, 50 is 100. And then 25. Yeah, that was over 75 difference. General perks, clear to increase consistency on perk effects. See, these perks I will have to look up. Like, I'll have to go in game and actually look at these because I don't know the perk's name. Increase consistency on perk effects. We are aware of inconsistencies in this perk's interaction with Velma's speech bubble and Batman Batarang. We will address these interactions in a future patch. Make it Reindog. Projectile speed is now properly applied to thrown items. Painted target. Fixing the issue where projectiles weren't applying bonus damage. Retaliation ready. Reduce unstacked gray health from 3 HP for 3 seconds to 1 HP for 3 seconds. So they made that worse. Okay. Reduce stacked gray health from 4 HP for 3 seconds to 2 HP. Yeah, they just lowered the timing. Okay. School me once. Increase consistency on projectile block spawn. Notable getting hit by Jerry when now spawn a projectile block buff. Okay. Slippery when faint. I think that's faint. F-E-I-N-T. Fixed an issue where evade distance was not increased on hit cancels. Snowball effect. Fixed an issue where projectiles weren't applying bonus damage and static electricity. Increased consistency on projectile electric damage of application. Notable. Thrown items will now apply electricity. Okay. That sounds like a very interesting one. Gameplay systems. Ice debuff. Movement speed slow. Wait, movement speed slow at 1 stack, reduced from 20 to 15%. Slow now scales linearly with each stack of ice debuff. Remove the bug where fighters affected by ice debuff took additional knockback. I don't think I've ever seen that buff. Ability cooldown. Fix that bug where cooldowns would not trigger properly if used near an ally. Jake. I've not seen that buff. That sounds interesting though. Gameplay modes. Free for all. Fix the bug where pop-up text would display incorrect point value. In the UI announcer pack, you can now preview a character's announcer pack before deciding to unlock it. That's good for anybody wanting to actually get them. Tutorials. Various bug fixes. Fix for tutorial causing stage hazards to toggle off in other game modes. Down spike tutorial has been fixed so that it requires an actual spike rather than an aerial attack. Reindog tether step of the intro tutorial no longer counts if you pull your opponent in after they have been rung out. Fix for Shaggy falling off the map during the aerial combat tutorial demo. Added a wall to the second step of KBI tutorial. The glossary terms, new terms. Added a wall fatigue to glossary. Added the term block, hazard, and wipe to glossary and updated move list accordingly. Alright, bet. This is what your boy been waiting on. Characters. So anybody with a plus, that's a buff. Anybody with a nerf, it's a minus. That changes a I don't know, squiggly line. I don't know what that technically is called. Note: attacks call out reference default controls. Okay. So this is for Arya. I didn't look at this. Only thing I saw from my homie screenshot was this part right here where they said they wanted to make her more consistent and successful at lower skill levels. So she got buff, some majority buffs. Okay. Her ground special hit. Hitting a fighter will now more accurately launch them at an angle to allow follow-up from Arya. Air up attack. The first hit will now more accurately complement to the second. Now has earlier branching on hit. Arya will retain velocity on first hit on side attack. now has slightly earlier dodge branching. That was for her ground down, ground side, and neutral air attack, and her air up. And her air ground neutral special. Fixed the bug where Arya would not copy over capsule hitbox on her normal neutral attacks when stealing a fighter's face. Set Arya's hurt box to match her victim's hurt box. While she is disguised as them. Fix the bug where Arya's top UI will be offset incorrectly when she steals a face. Fix bugs where Arya's disguise attack hitbox could not get disconnected. Fix the bug where Arya's original hitbox would be usable during disguise attacks. Fix bug where the hitbox from Arya's disguise would stay active during her normal attacks. So Arya overall got a lot of buffs. I know a lot of people are gonna be happy about that, cause oh, I just thought about this too. Like as I'm thinking about this right now, I'm gonna have to do an updated tier list, cause they're changing a lot of stuff in this. I'll have to actually go in and fight people to see, but just off of this alone, it was kind of funny. I did my tier list, probably had a good time. Air ground slash side special. Fix the bug where Batman would overshoot his grapple destination if the fighter was grappled to dodge. Okay, so that was a bug, cause I remember that would happen, cause like that happened to my homie JD. He played Batman, and I think he tried to grapple to me or to the enemy, and they dodged. And I've seen it happen before, not just to him, where you do that and then Batman gets flung off the map and he has no control over that. Increase the overshooting distance when grappling to an ally. Fix Batman's grappling falling at short distances under high latency. His ground side attack first hit adds 3 frames of whiff recovery. Air ground neutral attack coming in patch 2. Batarang pickup will now return 9.45 seconds of its cooldown from 11.55 seconds. This change will help create a window from when the Batarang is used for the opponent to react, with perk like CoffeeZilla causing this cooldown to be even shorter. We felt this change was necessary to create counterplay against the Batarang. Yeah, because the Batman Batarang spam was a legit thing, bro. Like I remember going against a couple of Batmans. My homie JD would say the same thing. He was like, look at this dude, bro. He just spamming Batarang. I'm like, you kind of spin. Now I already saw this, like when I was looking right here, and I'm just like, oh no, they coming from my boy. Don't do it to my boy. Bugs Bunny is a bit too safe in everything he excuse me. Bugs Bunny is a bit too safe in everything he does. We've given him some additional whiff punish windows to help address it. Air up special, fix an exploit where bugs could spawn 2 rockets. Air side special, fix an exploit where bugs could spawn 2 rockets. So they're killing double rockets now, which we all knew that they were coming for, because that was a bug. But the thing with me was I kind of already, like, the only double rockets I was still doing was air side special to air up special, because I couldn't do double air side special rockets anymore. Like, for some reason I just couldn't do the timing for that shit anymore. Like, I figured it out, and then it was just like, okay, yeah, well, I can't do it anymore. Fix an exploit where bugs can spawn multiple saves without triggering his cooldown. Hold on, wait a minute. How come I never seen that? I never saw that exploit ever. If I'd have known about that, that'd have been kind of crazy. Save HP reduced from 16 to 14. Okay. Air down special. Fuck, my brain isn't working. Bug's previous tunnel will now disappear when creating a new tunnel. Wait, he could have multiple tunnels? Again, some of these were stuff that I've never even seen. His air out special added 4 frames of whiff recovery. Air side attack increased whiff recovery by 5 frames. Air neutral attack increased whiff recovery by 5 frames. And ground down attack, the Pi max lifetime set to 8 seconds from infinite. Pi will no longer apply a slow. Oh, it doesn't slow anymore. Granted, I never felt like the slow did much, because I could never combo my next hit afterwards, so that might actually help me. Because I would hit people with the Pi and they'd be noticeably slower, but I'd still be whiffing my very next hit. Like, I might have hit them after they touched the ground and I hit them with the Pi, but like if I hit them with the Pi and they got hit with it in the air, it was, I couldn't combo it. Pi max lifetime set from 8 seconds from infinite. So the pi used to be infinite, but now it only lasts for 8 seconds, and now it doesn't apply slowdown. So okay, fighting against Finn felt too difficult. This Finn felt a bit too safe and could throw out attacks without much fear of a punish due to how quickly he recovered. Hurt/hitbox foundational updates are coming soon, but will not be in this patch. Okay, so they're saying kind of similar things with bugs, which I felt not exactly the same about. I felt like it was way easier to kill me as a Finn player than as bugs, but okay. Attacks affected by attack decay will no longer spawn coins. No coins, okay. Finn now spawns with 100 gold instead of 200. Air down special. Fix an issue where the gem requires 200 gold to spawn, but only costs 100 to spawn. Gems now require and cost 100. Add additional whiff recovery to his air up special. Ground air/up special. Reduce the strength of the vacuum effect on the backpack. Makes sense. Weaker hits, because that backpack sometimes it felt like it sucked you wouldn't do much, but then sometimes as a person who played Finn, I felt like I couldn't hit people because they just dodged me one time with the backpack and then they didn't get hit by it again. Weaker hits of the backpack will no longer overwrite stronger knockbacks from other attacks. Okay, so the backpack now can't, weaker hits of it can't cancel out strong attacks. Okay. Whiffing with all hits will still drop a coin. Okay. Addition or added whiff recovery. Hitbox should better match the attack. Not perfectly until our planned hurt/hitbox system overhaul. Okay. Which is coming in the next one, they said. Air side attack. Reduce active frames to diminish Finn's ability to hit fighters behind him. The distance Finn covers with this attack now scales with how charged the attack is. That's his, I'm pretty sure either ground down attack. I'm pretty sure that's the teleport where he throws it. The AR side increased with recovery for the first hit. On the house perk, fixed an issue where Finn still spending gold on gems spawned by the perk. Slightly reduced the launch speed of gems spawned by the perk. This should fix issues that arose when this perk was combined with Make It Rain dog perks. And then there's Garnet. Didn't really get too many. Song activation starts early on frame 12 instead of frame 30. Fix the bug where Garnet would be stopped by Iron Giant's collision when she moves with her down special and slightly higher base knockdown. Harley bomb effect shrink to better match the explosion rate is. That's not that great. And then her weight, which I saw my homies talking about this one. They said her weight got increased. I didn't know by how much, but by 2. But I don't really know how that's gonna affect. I have to see that weight one. But they're saying this is a buff, so I'm assuming she's not as light anymore, so it'll be harder to kill her in certain scenarios. Iron Giant VFX. Global Fighter VFX now better matches Iron Giant size without making the screen too busy. Notable adjustment include projectile buff, block, speed boost buff, and Steven bubble debuff. Air ground. Oh wait, hold on. I actually wasn't paying attention to something. Change, nerf, change, nerf. Okay, and then nerf, buff, nerf, buff. Okay. I wasn't paying attention to what they actually said. I was reading them, but I wasn't noticing the symbols. I just wanted to go back and look at that real quick. Global Fighter VFX now better match Iron Giant size. I read that one. Fix an issue where VFX trail would persist and fill up screen. Can no longer use cannonball attack when out of air specials. Okay, yeah, because that was something they just spammed in the air. Like they'd land on the ground, go straight back up into the air to do another one. Knockback angle changed to send fighters more horizontally and away from Iron Giant. Fix an issue that allowed for infinite bouncing of enemies near the ground. I don't think I fully experienced that, but I experienced something like that where I was basically felt like I was getting juggled on the ground by Iron Giant. Air, ground, no neutral special. Gray health from activation reduced from 2+ bolts HP for 5 seconds to bolt HP for 3 seconds. So I'm assuming from 2 plus to 1. Gray health from ally overlap reduced from 5 for 5 seconds to 3 for 3 seconds. Okay, that's good. Iron Giant grabs are correctly blocked by incompatible states. Don't know what that means. Can no longer hit the same target multiple times with up air. Thank God, bro. Final hit, knockback angle, change to send fighters more horizontally and away from Iron Giant. Increased knockback scaling. Gray health from scrap reduced from 3 for 5 seconds to 2 HP for 3 seconds. Applies. Allies that consume scrap will overwrite any existing gray health they have from consuming scrap. Ground forward. Fix attack decay, not triggering for all parts of forward attack combo, and the gray down attack. Gray health from art reduced from 10 HP for 10 seconds to 6 HP for 3. Okay, here's Jake. Air down. Remove the install cancel of the attack to prevent skateboard infinites. Yeah, I did get bounced on with the skateboard. No longer bounces off. I like that. No longer bounces off allies. Ground up attack. Additional whiff recovery. Slightly later. Change cancel window to make it a bit more committable. Or committable. Okay. Goddamn, LeBron got a big ass one. Air ground side special. LeBron solo dunk no longer spawns a shockwave on the ground. Thank you, bro. That dunk shit was the most annoying part to try to avoid, because the little shockwaves it used to do would hit you and do so much damage. The alley-oop teleport version of LeBron's dunk spawns a shockwave and will launch fighters into the shockwave. Okay, the shockwave will launch fighters into a final hit that applies weakened debuff. Solo dunk knockback and hitbox size increase. That's not good. Fix the bug where LeBron could dunk himself into the sky. Never seen that. Ground air down special with the no ball adjusted to prevent ball spam. Okay. Branches earlier on hit with his air side special. Or fix for hitbox hitting behind too much. Okay. Branches early on hitbox to increase combo potential. Fix for ball neutral air branching into no ball neutral air. Okay. Ground air side attack. Remove the shared attack decay from side attack and down attack. Ground side attack. 3-hit combo hits more consistently. Ground neutral attack. Fix angle of the attack. And the basketball itself. Fix some team color issues that would occur when reflecting LeBron's basketball. Fix the issue where LeBron could be stuck attacking without his ball while visibly holding his ball. And hot hand perk. When an ally catches a no-look pass while the hot hand perk is equipped, the ball pass buff will emit flames to let allies know when they throw an ignited ball. Okay. Reindog. Some buffs. Yeah, LeBron got a bunch of buffs. I meant, and no nerfs. All changes, but no nerfs basically. Air up special removes hit pause on ally that through Reindog when Reindog connects in ball form. His air ground neutral special increased cooldown from 13 to 14 seconds. So that's a nerf, and his hitbox size is increased for his air up attack. Okay. Now Shaggy, the Shoto of the game. Shaggy's side special felt a little too unpunishable, so it added a little bit of whiff recovery. Good. Rage air side special increased and recovery increased by 2 frames now. Better matches Rage ground side special. Okay. Addressed an issue where Shaggy could perform 2 rage special. Yeah, I saw that for sure. People would do the side special and still have the fire on them, and then do another side special to go the rest of the distance to get to you and then hit you. I was like, what? Rage round down special. Shaggy shockwave will launch fighters into a final hit that applies weakened debuff. Okay. And added 4 additional frames of recovery of his whiff on his air side special. Watermelon Steven's ability cooldown now begins when Watermelon Steven is run out. Fixed the bug where Watermelon Steven could spawn inside ceilings and be stuck. No longer will animation hitch for his air neutral, his voiceover / sound effects. Fix the issue where Steve's intro VO lines failed to play. In his taunt, fix the issue where Steven could only perform his taunt, his up taunt. Okay. Superman. Damn, just straight nerfs. Superman was not going for that shit. His ground neutral. What's that one? The armor punch. Added additional whiff recovery. Okay. His up attack, which I'm assuming is his charged up attack, the one where he swings his arms up, added additional whiff recovery. And his ground special, add additional whiff recovery. I can't think if that's the laser or if that's the one where he's doing the charge downswing with the armor break move. I can't remember. This is the start of our tornado change for Taz. We'll be continuing to monitor the tornado with extreme scrutiny in cases additional changes are needed. With extreme scrutiny in case additional changes are needed. Okay. So chicken debuff. Fix the bug where transform fighters could receive buffs that would not appear visibly when they returned in their normal form. Reduce chicken duration from 10 to 8 seconds. Okay, because that chicken shit did feel like it lasted a little long if you actually got turned into one. Increase the size of the chicken. Okay. Adjusted projectile movement direction of Taz. Spit projectile to be more forward and less of a lob. When Taz spits a projectile back at a fighter, the projectile will maintain its original speed. Damn. So if you had like a fast ass projectile, that shit coming out back fast as fuck. Air ground neutral special. If Taz eats a projectile that cannot be spit back out, he will refresh a count of his apple core ability. Increase size of hit collision for Taz eating projectile on his neutral special. Also made it possible to eat projectiles a few frames earlier. Okay. Taz deals 1 stack of weakened debuff every time he chooses an enemy. Fix the bug that allowed for ground movement in eating an enemy fighter. Damage reduced to 10.9 or from 10 to 9, and base knockback reduced from 1500 to 1350 for his air ground up special. Fix the bug where enemy fighters could become invulnerable to fight Cloud after dodging. Oh yeah, I've seen that before, where you dodged it the one time and then you didn't have to worry about it hitting you again. Air ground side special, now a cooldown move with a 7-second cooldown. While the cooldown is active, side special is a weaker version of the tornado. Full power tornado has a 1.5 second duration and receives an additional 1 second duration after passing an ally. On cooldown, tornado has a 0.2.5 second duration. I don't know why I was trying to say reduction, and does not gain additional duration by passing an enemy. Ground up attack, now a 2-hit attack. The early hit into a sandwich clap. Okay. Why do I not see more buffs for this man? This man's annoying. Dynamite now applies projectile perk effect. His air normal special. Fix the bug that would prevent Tom and Jerry from using normal attacks when air special limit has been reached. Fix the issue where Jerry would continue to hit an active have active hit frames when falling from the rocket. I was expecting more nerfs from Taz, but I'm seeing a lot of buffs. And also, same with Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is annoying as hell to deal with. Velma. But then Velma got nothing but nerfs. That's crazy. Reduce move distance. The distance that's traveled before gave Velma additional recovery that wasn't intended. Reduce weaken stack from 3 to 2, but no longer chaining the air down attacks as easily to prevent easy application of damage. Reduce gray health from 12 HP for 4 seconds to 6 HP for 3 seconds. Increased recovery on her air down attack. Air side attack got increased or added with recovery. Ground and neutral air. Around air neutral attack. Fix issue where word bubble will go through Bug's tunnel. I don't think I ever saw that. Reduced attack counts from 4 to 3. Or ammo count is from 4 to 3. Reduced ammo returns from 11 to 10. her weight has been decreased, so she's 3 levels lower on her weight, so she's 60 now. Knowledge is power perk, reduce great health from 7 HP for 5 seconds to 3 HP. Okay, I'm down with the Velma nerfs, because Velma was definitely fucking annoying character to deal with. And then ground air neutral special for Wonder Woman, lowered cooldown from 13 to 12 seconds. Ground side special, projectile shield comes out earlier to allow her better reactions in incoming projectiles. Air up attack, hurt box should now better match the animation. Her weight has been increased from 65 to 75. That's everybody else is getting like a slight increase in the weight. That's a drastic weight increase. That's a full 11 levels on her weight being up. Shield of Athena's signature perk. Adjust the scale of projectile shield for Shield of Athena's signature perk to cover an edge case where projectiles would pass above it during a dodge. Okay. My bad for not reacting to this right here. I saw the patch notes in game on my birthday, but as you know, I was out of town and didn't have access to a computer back then. I looked at the patch notes more recently in game, but yeah, I didn't look at them specifically for when the what was it, the open beta was out, not the early access. But yeah, so this is the season 1 patch notes for today. They're all probably gonna already be in effect now if I go on the game, but overall, I'm not really upset about anything. Unless if I had to be upset about anything, I just want I wanted specifically Tom and Jerry to get some more nerfs, because everything else more or less they addressed. I'm surprised Taz is still as good as he is, because I saw a lot of people complain about him at one point. I knew Bugs was gonna get adjusted. I'm gonna have to touch him in game and play with him to see how much it is. But Finn, knew he was gonna get adjusted. People didn't like Finn. Who else? Superman, knew he was gonna get some touch ups too. Overall, I knew most of these characters were gonna get touched up. I just didn't know to what extent. And I'll have to go in game to truly see how I feel about them now. But I'm still playing Finn, Bugs, Superman. Those are like my main 3. But yeah, let me know how you feel about the patch notes down below. If you feel like something should have got changed more, if you feel like some characters didn't really get away the way you wanted it to from this. Like I said, with me personally, if I had to look at somebody, I thought Taz was gonna get touched up a lot more, because people were annoyed with Taz at one point, and it doesn't look like as much, because everybody else that got majorly touched up in this was getting vocally said, like Velma, Bugs, Superman. Those are like the main 3. Everybody was like, no, they need to get toned down immediately. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below if there was somebody in these patch notes that you think got away scot-free. And besides that, I'll see you on the next video. Like I said, I'm gonna try to have it so that in the description it'll have the time segments to where I was talking about specific characters, so that way if you're looking for somebody specific, you can just skip to that time and see it. But besides that, I'll see you on the next video. Like, subscribe if you're new on us, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.